It's good. You know, a lot of times my son doesn't get to socialize with other people as much as he should because of the games. So it's good to have come out and see other people and meet other people who have similar interests and spend some time together. The spirit has been great. I mean, there's a lot of cheering and rooting on. You know, you can come out here, root your son on, and root other people on that you may know. You know, and instead of it being a solo event, you get to see everybody else and other parents, again, with all similar interests, getting along and having a good time and watching their kids do something that they enjoy. So I would definitely come out again. We follow CGS. You know, they do different events at GalaxyCon and they'll have other events going on. As long as they're local, we will usually show up. It was really enjoyable.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome. So we're going to be at Carolina Game Summit Friday the 17th and Saturday the 18th.
Here in downtown Wilson.
We will be at the Art Center downtown doing TCGs. But we will also have a booth. We'll be out there selling stuff. And there'll be artists out there. And there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff. I'm going to be at Casitas downtown, the brewery. We're also going to be doing a tournament for
have you talked to
D&D. D&D.
Have you talked to him?
It doesn't matter if he's not there. I'm going to do it. No, I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay, for the new D&D minis game, Onslaught.
Onslaught, that's it. And
they're also at the Arts Council, like where we are, Imagination Station, the YMCA, and Gig East.
And make sure you stick around to the end of the video because we'll show you a Tech Expo video that is also part of the Carolina Game Summit. That'll be part of Gig East.
This is the Carolina Game Summit has been happening for many, many years down in Goldsboro. And they've done a couple
others. Last year they were in Raleigh.
And other places. And plus they also set up gaming at other events such as GalaxyCon, as was mentioned in that video. This is their first time here in Wilson, but they plan on staying here. So hopefully they'll have a good turnout. And as far as what we're doing there, since we don't do video games, we'll be doing card game tournaments and, like Joetta said, and board games. And as Joetta said, we'll have a booth set up there to vend stuff. So they're looking to broaden it from just video games to physical games as well. So anyway, let's start with the books because there's a bunch.
Well, we're going to start with our 616. These are our special store variants that we've got. And of course, obviously, the first one we have is Harley Quinn number 25. This is by Carla Cohen, and it's a Syndicate exclusive, 616 exclusive. We have the
trade dress version. And
we have the full art version, which is beautiful pink background. But we also have, I'll let you hold this one up over there, the foil full art of the gray background, which is just gorgeous.
I wish there's a way to get the art without the foil
reflection?
rather without the reflection.
It does kind of spoil the art.
Foil is reflective. It looks better when you're looking at it in person because other than your face, you don't see anything else.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So that's Harley Quinn. Those are all ours. We also have Justice Society of America number 2. This is Tiago de Salva. There's the full version. And then we have a limited trade dress version of that one. That's the
Justice Society number 2.
Yep. We have Something's Killed the Children number 27, and this one is by Marco Mastrazo. I just love Something's Killing the Children. I had my 6 shirt on yesterday. I should have worn it today.
Yeah,
but
you should have.
I love all the different variants they come out with. This is just super fun. And one more this week, we have Dark Web, Mary Jane, and Black Cat number 1. This is an Ivan Towel Syndicate exclusive. This is really smoking hot.
Yeah, these are really nice covers.
And this is a full art of it. I just love the red hair. Mm-hmm. It just pops everything.
It really does.
Really, really sweet. So all of these are available on our website and also in store. So if you come in and you just say, I want 616 variants, just let us know because we have the whole wall. We have lots of store variants for you guys. We try to make sure we have as many as we possibly can get for you guys to try and have lots of gorgeous art.
And anytime you want the entire set, 2 or 3 covers, however many they've done for that book, you'll always get a discount on buying the set.
All right, so let's get started. This week we're on Aliens number 6. Alien, excuse me, only one Alien, number 6. Nick Klein did the variant cover there. And then James Heron did that variant cover. Books are falling over. All Against All, Casper Wingard does the art, and it is number 3 of 5. And Adam Gorham did a variant cover, which this is a mature reader book.
Unfortunately, I have not had a chance to read this book, but I love the covers. If the book is even slightly as good as or as awesome looking as the covers are, then I really need to get into it.
Some special order, Alter Ego. This has got the Celestial Spotlight on the Young All-Stars. Why is it? Oh, it's because it's bigger magazine size.
That's Young All-Stars, the team that Jakim and...
Yep. If you're watching Stargirl, or watch Stargirl, we're watching it still.
Well, no, we finally finished it.
Did we finally finish it?
Yeah.
Did we? Okay. Alan Davis has done the regular cover for Avengers War Across Time, and Mike McCone has done the variant cover.
Speaking of things in the Berlanti-verse on the CW, I saw something today that said that they're bringing The Legends of Tomorrow back for Flash Season 9. So
sweet.
Maybe they'll get some part of some short wrap-up or something to their storyline.
Awesome. AWA Now. They did an Upstart magazine when they first came out, and everybody loved it. And they have they've stopped doing that, but now they've come back. This is issue 2 of their magazine, which they are putting out each month.
Where's that go?
Just to the shelf. Batman is on number 132. We have a cover by Stanley Art Germlau.
Really sweet-looking Catwoman there.
Sweet. We have a missing cover, apparently. We have Mike Hawthorne and Tomo. Yep. Can you get that name out? Tomo Moni? Let me go find the other cover. Oh, no, there it is.
I can't, because I can't see that small.
Okay. The cover that's not missing that I thought is Joe Quesada, let's get it right set up, Kevin Nolan, and Richard Isanov. Looks like 007, doesn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
Now you expect the gunshot to go off. And then the 125 is by Derek Chu. But there's also a 1 in 50 of the art germ, which is full art, and is it full? Yeah.
I was saying, is it foil? Yeah. Also reflective, so you really can't tell that it's full, other than the fact that it's so fully reflecting.
It is really pretty.
That is very nice.
But I really love Art Germ's work anyway.
Yeah.
He's got some real talent. He's got some real talent there. Mark Silvestri and Arif Prianto have done the A cover for Batman and the Joker, The Deadly Duo, Book 4.
Oh, that's where the cover is.
And David Mack has done the Batman variant.
Super awesome
and
Mac artwork here.
The Catwoman variant.
Those are, I mean, I love David Mack, but I really think he knocked it out of the
really.
park on. He's gotten kind of somewhat repetitive in his stuff. Now that he's just doing covers on all sorts of different things. But these two, I like that it's not the full page, the full cover.
I like that it has the ha-ha-ha-has all over it.
Yeah.
Because it is that Batman and the Joker.
It's got some
goes with it.
Some extra stuff to it there. I don't really know. Huh. I kind of presumed that they were wraparound, but they are connecting, but I guess they really aren't, are they?
Mm-mm.
But they are just still a ton of fun. If you're a fan of David Mack, then you definitely want to get these two because they are some of his best work in a long time. As
with all of our weeks, we have ratio variants from previous issues that we are behind on, but we finally have them in. So we have Detective Comics 1068. And neither one of us are really sure what's going on here.
I admit that I'm not caught up on the book. So
it's a 1 in 25.
If this somehow pertains to the storyline,
let us know.
Explains why Batman has 2 Robin heads coming out of his shoulders, and whatever the heck is going on down here with this villain cluster thing. I mean, not knowing if it has anything to do with the storyline, I can only presume that the artist was on some serious stuff when she drew this. And that's a Colleen Doran cover, by the way.
We also have a Jessica Fong for Batman One Bad Day Catwoman, that one shot. I love that.
That's a really
I love
nice
when they're
cover.
looking in the mirror and they're wearing their costume. It's just super fun. Super, super fun. All right, so we're back to real books. Black Panther is on number 14.
Real.
We have
Not fake books, real books.
this week's books. How about that?
Okay.
Leonardo Romero has done a variant cover. And then I think these are fun. This is the no prize variant.
Yeah, Marvel.
I think they're fun.
Marvel, once upon a time, back in the long ago days, did no prize awards.
It says, congratulations, you're another lucky winner of a practically priceless Marvel no prize, which you'll find enclosed.
Now, I don't know if they actually sent out the envelopes like that. If they did, that would be really super cool. But I just really don't understand this series of variants. I'm sorry.
And now we're up to Black Tape number 1. This is from AWA. Jack King was a rock and roll god who projected a stage persona on par with the devil. After Jack dies on stage, his widow Cindy grapples with grief and struggles to protect his legacy. Unaware that she's being surrounded by dark forces that covet the master tapes to Jack's final unreleased album, a heavy metal masterpiece that just might open a doorway to hell.
There's a homage cover there as well. And we've got a quick... Is there another one?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, I didn't remember there was
Is
another one. We've got a short trailer for you, as the headline from today's video says, the return of the trailers.
Apologize for somebody's emergency.
Everybody, my name is Dan Panosian. I have an exciting new book from AWA. It's called Black Tape. It's a horror story that takes place in the late 60s, early 70s in Hollywood and Laurel Canyon, which was kind of known for its rock scene and a kind of satanic cult that is surrounded by a record label and a mysterious death of a rock star who leaves everything to his young wife, who's new to this whole scene. And of course, that doesn't bode well for her because they think there's a secret final tape that they can use to summon, you guessed it, Satan himself. Satan's a bad guy. That's just thrown in there so you guys know who's who. The FOC for Black Tape is January 9th, the FOC, and it'll be on sale February 1st.
So they're running a week behind on getting that out. But anyway, Black Tape number 1 from AWA is out now. Definitely on my list of things to read this week.
We have Blade Runner 2039 is on issue number 3. We have Bloodstained Teeth. Christian Ward does the A cover. And Tula Lotay did the variant cover. Tula Lotay usually does such beautiful watercolor.
Yeah.
and for her to do a vampire book is just...
it's really a different look.
It's just... When I typed that, I was like, are you sure? Tula Lotay? Okay, that's what it says. Alan Quay has done Bloodborne, The Lady of the Lanterns, number 4. We have Blue Beetle Graduation Day. Adrian Gutierrez and Will Quintana did cover A for issue number 3 of the 6-issue series for Blue Beetle Graduation Day.
I feel like that's a restock.
Nope. Brick Journal. I figured I'd put it in there. We got it by accident instead of other things that we were supposed to get. But hey, if you're into Legos, I really love this Lego floral scene here.
That is really
If
neat.
you look at it from far away, you can't really tell that it's all Lego bricks.
Presuming that the distributor that sent this to us by accident doesn't ask for it back, then I figure we can give them away to the folks who ask for Brick Journal. Not this week, but next week. So we have to wait and make sure they're not going to ask for it back.
I was going to sell it, but okay. Captain America, Symbol of Truth, is on issue 10. And Sergio Davila did a variant cover. And Ron Lim did a variant cover. We also have Comic Book Creator. This is issue number 29, winter of 2023. And they're talking about Don McGregor, the Man of Wakanda and the Man of Mars.
I really like that cover. It's a fun cover.
Terry Dotson did the A cover for Daredevil number 8. Excuse me, the Planet of the Apes cover for Daredevil. Marco Ciccecco did the A cover. And we also have Ilana Casagrande's the Stormbreaker variant for Daredevil.
Speaking of Stormbreakers, there's a new batch of Stormbreaker artists. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Dead Mall, issue 3 of the 4-issue series. And Dream Master number 3 as well.
The covers on Dream Master have been really, really solid. I number 1 sold out before I had a chance to read it. I believe we've gotten a restock since then, but I haven't had a chance to go back
Carr
to it.
Andrews did the A cover for Erratic Recharge, which I read. This is number 4 of 4. And yes, I read the last book and didn't get to read 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
But it made perfect sense, and I really enjoyed it. I wish I had read 1, 2, and 3. I probably will go back and get them if we have them. Wesley Snipes, The Exiled.
Sorry, it's into the...
And Esquivo did a variant cover.
Wesley Snipes, the producer and star of the Blade franchise, presents his original series, The Exiled, a genre-bending sci-fi noir described as Seven meets Blade Runner. The Exiled follows hard-boiled detective Niles Roach Washington as he pursues a serial killer who is using mysterious, ancient tools to rip the spines from his victims. When forces outside and within the police department attempt to discredit him for his theories, Roach's instincts keep pushing him forward. With enemies on all sides, Roach wades deeper into the conspiracy and uncovers a secret 5,000 years in the making.
And we also have a Hal Lauren action figure homage 1:10 ratio variant for this book. I read The Exiled, enjoyed it. I like Blade, I like Wesley Snipes, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it out, see what I think. I like it. Yep, it's good. I subbed up for the series, so I recommend it.
And just FYI, I started to put it under E for Exiled, but then I realized that it's really, the book's not Exiled, it's about the Exiled. I mean, it really kind of specifically needs the. That's why I put it under T. You can disagree with me if you want.
Oh, well, it's under E now, so I can move it under T next week if we need to. Family time! This is a super fun book. It's number 3. I haven't had a chance to read number 3 yet, but number 1 and 2 were really super fun. I love that cover.
Mm-hmm.
And the Helena Marsalis dark cover. There's like a white cover and a dark cover. Give it a chance to catch up because the computer is behind.
Again, need to go online and look for a camera.
Bad idea. Yes. Bad idea. The Finder. I read it. I love it.
What's it about? Because Bad Idea doesn't want to give us any descriptions for things.
It is about a person who is a finder, and that is what her power is. She finds people, and she's like a backup to the supers, and she's set to her assignment is to find a super and get him out of where he is. You learn about the supers and you learn about the finder, and
Cool.
I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, you need to read it. It's good.
I really like that cover.
The Flash, number 792. Thank you. The variant cover is by Daniel Bales, and this one is by Serge Acuna. I know you said it, but you didn't say it out loud, which is why I said thank you.
Ah, okay. I thought you were
and
thinking
then
of not saying
Mateus
it at all.
Mahani It did the Black History Month cover.
This is part 3, I think. Does it say on the first one? Part 3 of the 1 Minute War. If you have missed, no, this is probably part 4, I guess. If you have missed the first 3 parts, in numbers issues 790, 791, and 792, DC is doing a reprint combining all 3 of those books into one book for the amazingly reasonable price of $5.99.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 3 comics for $5.99. Don't ask me. I mean, I get that there are economics involved. They've already paid the artist and all that kind of stuff. So just seems if they can do 3 comics in one at $5.99, maybe they could do 1 comic in one for less than $5.99. But what do I know?
So we received Gargoyles, the facsimile edition of number 1 from 1998 last week. But this week we have the purple foil, and it's the logo, and the gold foil variant covers.
And we just got in, although not in super great condition, but we just got in a copy of the original first print of Gargoyles number 1 from Marvel.
And we also got another cover of number 2, Leinil Francis Lee, and the George Cabayas 1 in 10.
Leinil Francis who?
Excuse me, it's
Oh,
Jay
Jay
Lee.
Lee. Okay.
Jay Lee. I don't know why I said Leinil Francis. My brain, I don't know.
I
It's
think
Jay
it
Lee.
looked like a Jay Lee art, but then you said somebody else. I'm like, oh, okay. Then you said the wrong last name, and I'm like, huh? And then it was like, huh? And huh? And then huh?
And then we fixed it because it's Jay Lee.
But I want to
So
keep
don't
going,
be confused. It's Jay Lee.
I want to keep going, huh?
Stop.
Huh.
It's annoying. Ghost Rider number 11. J. Scott Campbell did the anniversary variant. Super fun.
Which he drew sideways.
And Francesco Mobili did a variant cover.
Which he did not draw sideways.
He did not. And Declan Shavely did the Planet of the Apes variant cover.
Hey,
Yes,
look,
we have 7 more Planet of the Apes covers this week.
Hey, not all the covers on Ghost Rider can be awesome.
What's the matter? You don't like Planet of the Apes?
I don't like that particular Planet of the Apes cover, no.
You having issues with picking up the books?
Well, you put them differently. It's like I'm picking up Jenga.
Hey, look, it's God Killer.
I'm surprised you're
For
letting
the love I will sacrifice.
surprised you're letting that sit there.
For those I love, I will sacrifice.
This is the second
Well, that doesn't
printing.
show nipples. It shows an X.
Second printing of number 1, right?
It is. And we have, that one doesn't show nipples.
Neither does this one.
This one doesn't either because it's polybagged. Super fun. And it's also marked for adults only in case you were curious. It is actually,
It's naughty.
it's naughty cover underneath.
In the rest of the world,
But I love that
it'd be fine. You could do it at the beach.
the
But here,
it's
no.
not a big black paper.
Yeah, it's
The black is on the polybag. So you can technically move the book around in the polybag and you can see what the picture actually looks like instead of having to look at a big blank piece of paper.
really? Should I spend the next 5 minutes doing that on camera?
No, you should not. Dan Schoening did the A cover for Godzilla Monsters and Protectors. All hail the king! Number 5. And we also have, excuse me, that's the B cover. No, that's the B cover. That's right. The B cover.
And then also from Godzilla. Not Godzilla. I thought
No,
there were 2
this is
Godzilla
not
books this
Godzilla.
week. I don't know why I thought there were 2 Godzilla
No,
books
there's
this
2
week.
there's 2 Goblin books. The first one we have is the Gold Goblin. And Torrin Clark did a variant cover for that one. And the second one comes up later. I didn't put it under Goblin, even though I thought about it.
I'm glad you didn't.
Gospel number 4 of 5.
I guess
And Gotham City Year 1, number 5 of 6.
if you decide we need to put them together somewhere, they're going to go together under Spider-Man Goblin.
Goblin, yeah. That would make sense too. And then now we're at Harrower. There's nothing to fear in the quaint town of Harrow, New York, except that is for the Harrower. The children wish this boogeyman was just an urban legend, but this purveyor of puritanical vengeance against the unrighteous is very real, and there's no escape. Because the Harrower seems unkillable and spans generations, always returning. What secrets will Alice Young, a teenage girl obsessed with the Harrower, uncover? And will she be able to escape the pull of her morbid fixation? This deconstruction of the slasher genre is a fresh and terrifyingly grounded take that is perfect for fans of Bone Orchard and The Closet. All right.
So that was the trailer for horror number one, a new horror book from Boom Studios. I'm looking forward to giving it a read, see if it continues. Did you read it or no? Okay. See if it follows in Boom's somewhat long lost tradition of putting out good quality fun books. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm not loving the Boom anymore.
Hecate's Will, issue number 4. That's a special order there.
After a long break.
How I Became a Shoplifter. Juan Cavia did the A cover.
Crime Through Boredom, a year-by-year look at the final generation of juvenile delinquents before technology took over. Watch the comical cast of characters grow up as each chapter is set in a different year of adolescence between 1996 and 2003. The first issue tells nostalgic tales of toy store heists, grand theft beer runs, backstage buffoonery, counterfeit cash, and clown weed. And we have a trailer for this. And just as an FYI, it is written by longtime artist Tom Brayfogle. I don't know if this is his first writing, but I'm much more familiar with him as an artist back in the day on Batman.
This is an endless road.
How I Became a Shoplifter, a year-by-year look at the final generation of juvenile delinquents before social media and smartphones took over our lives. Phil and Mitch are two ordinary suburban kids who will break any law, big or small, to get revenge on bullies and, hopefully impress some girls at school in the process. Take a nostalgic trip back to the 90s and early 2000s with 11 hilarious chapters drawn by 11 incredible art teams. Will our heroes survive high school without being thrown in prison or ending up dead? Find out in How I Became a Shoplifter.
All right, that is, like I said, How I Became a Shoplifter from Sumerian Comics.
That's the 1-in-5 ratio variant there. And there is also a 1-in-10 ratio variant.
Nice Clark's homage cover there. I have not had a chance to read this yet, but I am looking forward to it. And something that I noticed from looking at that trailer is that the artwork inside is substantially better than what I was really expecting it to be. Just being honest, Sumerian hasn't always had the best looking artwork in their books. They've had some good stories, but they haven't had the best artwork. But the art in this looks really, really fun.
I think this is a restock.
That is a restock also of
Human Target, number 11. It's Only Teenage Wasteland, issue number 3 of the 4-issue series.
Sorry, I'm scrolling. I can't. You could have just gone ahead and popped on top of it.
Joe Fixit, number 2. Joe, this is not what I want when I said hit me. Sorry, not what I meant when I said hit me.
A retro tale of the Incredible Hulk or Bruce Banner. Or
and there's a Jamie McCavey variant. And I love this because look at what Spider-Man is holding. Yes, he has a royal flush. And he says, I fold.
Yeah, you probably don't want to beat the Hulk unless,
Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 5.
It's a fun cover.
The variant cover is by Lee Bermejo and by Clayman and Tomu More. I like that one where he's reflected in his knife.
Yeah, that's
creepy.
That's fun.
Kamen Rider 01 is on issue number 2. Know Your Station, number 3.
I've not had a chance to read this yet.
It's really good. It's really good. I recommend this. It is, if you ever wanted to know what happened if you were really, really rich and that you lived on a space station, but then people decided to kill you because you were really, really rich. Yeah.
Okay. So sci-fi horror or
it's not horror. It's a murder mystery kind of thing.
Murder mystery. Okay.
But it's fun. Lazarus Planet Next Evolution, Heroes Forged.
Some more new characters.
And again, a one shot from the
debut in
Lazarus
this-
Planet.
In this one shot.
We have some more variant covers. I love this cover right here. This is by Crystal Kuhn.
That is a good red. Well, I don't know if it's red.
You have to see it. You have to see it in up close, because when I first saw it in the picture on the computer, I was like, "What is going on?" Her hair like is droopy and stuff, but up close, it looks really fun. We also have a cover by Derek Chu.
I like that cover a lot.
Is that Harley Quinn?
No,
Does it look like Harley Quinn?
it does. And until you asked me that, I could have told you who it is, but I now can't.
Little Monsters is on issue number 10. And David Rowland did a variant cover there.
Jeff Lemire's Vampire Story. Well, Little Vampire Story.
Miracle Man
Need to
is on
suggest that to
issue
Todd
number
next.
4.
I've got to start reading these. Neil
Stephanie
Gaiman's-
Hans did a variant cover.
Neil Gaiman finally getting the chance to finish up his Miracle Man Silver Age storyline. Silver Age, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
John T. Christopher did a variant cover, action figure variant. All right, we have Monarch number 1 from Image Comics. A new tale of terror and high-stakes science fiction hits close to home. Growing up in the city of Compton is tough enough as it is, but as Tavon has learned all too well, growing up as an orphan in the city of Compton with gang members hunting you down every day is even tougher. But all that is about to change, because today is the day that aliens make first contact with Earth, and it only spells doom for life as we know it. Death, devastation, and mayhem. Can a single teenage boy rise to the challenge to protect his surrogate family and friends, or will he die trying? From Rodney Barnes, the writer behind the Eisner-nominated series Philadelphia, and artist Alec Linz, comes a new tale of love, triumph, disaster, and defeat.
Here's a quick trailer for it.
Monarch number 1.
You know, it's interesting to me the different style of trailers that comic publishers use. There's that kind of trailer, which to me is just this side of borderline pointless. There's the Marvel style, which we'll see coming up. Actually, our next 2 videos will be Marvel trailers, which I like because they're sorry, I clicked the wrong button there. I like because they're dynamic. I wish they gave you more information about the story. And then there's the trailers like DC does nowadays, and like the one that we showed for Black Tape earlier, where the writer is talking about the book. And I think that's my favorite kind of trailer, because it really gives you an idea what the writer was going for with the book. Followed by the dynamic Marvel ones, and I really don't understand why. I mean, the ones like that image. I'm sorry.
Then why don't we use them?
I feel like I should. I mean, they're made for us. Maybe
Monkey Prince
maybe it helps somebody get into the book.
number 11.
I just don't get a whole lot
It's
from
super
them.
fun. I read it. I had to read it because I'm really loving Monkey Prince, and it's super fun. And this is a crazy cover.
You're not reading Lazarus Planet, right?
I'm not.
Okay, so was
But
there
I need
anything?
to read Lazarus Planet Alpha.
Was there any? I was gonna say, was there anything in here? Because this is number 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Lazarus Planet Alpha
Well, it definitely talks about it.
ended with a thing that said, to make sure you read Monkey Prince 10. So
I mean, they mentioned it to say with the rain coming down, that they can do other stuff.
okay.
So, I mean, I knew what was happening, so it wasn't an issue. I read Alpha because it had the Monkey Prince story in it.
Right.
So.
And Omega, when it comes out, also has a Monkey Prince story in it.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is on number 3. And we have 2 covers for Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Is it?
Is it not?
I didn't
I
think
don't
so.
know. My Little Pony number 4, maybe not a restock. I'm not sure. But it's Little Fillies. It's Classics Reimagined, so they're redoing the classic My Little Pony stories.
Oh, is that what it means by Classics Reimagined?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's reimagined about it?
They're the new horses, the new ponies, the Little Fillies.
Okay. See, I thought it was like taking classic stories and putting My Little Ponies as the characters of classic stories, and like this was Little Women.
Oh, maybe you're right.
That's what I thought it was about. But I have no idea, and I'm not going to.
I bet you're right. I haven't read it. I need to read it. Namor the Submariner, number 5. Okay, so somebody recommended this book to me and said, especially for $1.99, it is the best read you could have. And I thought, you know what? I need to read it. I need to try it because now we have a second printing of number 1.
Mm-hmm. We still have first printings, by the way.
I read it. It's really fun. They're right. It's fun. It's fun.
It's Mark Millar.
It's $1.99, guys. Try it out.
Yeah, it's Mark Millar who can, when he's inspired, really write really good stuff. I honestly haven't had a chance to try this one. It's vampire, so I really want to, and it's been on my list the whole time. I just haven't gotten a chance to get to it. But now that Joetta says it's good, then I definitely have to read it. Here, y'all just do the video yourself. I'm gonna read this.
Northern Blood. This is from Blood Moon Comics. In this first issue of 4, Nazis have stolen an ancient Viking treasure and the dead have risen to take it back. Norway, 1942. An American GI, Frank Robinson, gets caught up in the war between the legendary dead Viking warrior and the Nazi captain responsible for ransacking a Viking burial tomb. The action doesn't stop in this thrilling World War II epic when the army of the dead begins their assault on the German war machine. I was really curious about this one, so I read this one as well. I was really curious because it's World War II, it's Vikings, it's the undead killing the Nazis. I mean, what more is there to ask? It was fun. And the reason I got really curious about it is because this is gold foil.
Oh, wow. I don't know that I knew that when we ordered it.
Super fun.
It is.
So, yeah, that's what attracted me to it. And then, of course, the undead killing the Nazis on this cover. I liked it. Has kind of a Once and Future Beowulf vibe going to it.
I really, really love this foil. I mean, that is
the
just
foil
really,
skeleton?
really fun.
Yeah. Tales from Nottingham.
A spinoff from the Nottingham series that has been super popular.
And it's from Mad Cave, but I wanted to let you know, if you ordered this, please don't freak out. We were shorted, but we will get, we immediately reported the shortage as soon as we discovered it, and we should get more books copies in soon.
Yeah, they approved it already, so.
Yeah, so. Poison Ivy, number 9.
Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are finally reunited, which gives us the need for some really awesome Harley Quinn Poison Ivy covers.
Some?
Many?
I would say a few. This is a Sweeney Boo cover. And then there's this super fun one by Terry Dotson and Terry and Rachel Dotson. Look at that.
I love that.
I love that Poison Ivy made a tulip big enough for Harley to take a bath in. That's just so cool. And then there's the 1-in-25 ratio variant by Rian Gonzalez, which is just gorgeous.
I'm a huge fan of Rian Gonzalez
So
anyway, so
cute.
have her draw Poison Ivy and Harley.
So cute. All right, we got another one of those 1-in-25s from last week or the week before. I'm not sure. Punchline the Gotham Game number 4, 1-in-25. And then I told you that we were going to have another Goblin later on, and that is right. We have Red Goblin.
The newest and deadliest Red Goblin, spitting out of the pages of Venom. Normie Osborn receives his own symbiote at last. As a new Red Goblin, will Normie fulfill his destiny as an Osborn, or will he and his symbiote be able to make a difference for the better? Not the most detailed description, but let's go ahead and watch a video. All right, so there was a look at the Marvel style of the trailer, which just much more dynamic and much more intriguing, and gives me much more interest in the book than just showing me static shots of the pages and artwork set to music. I just don't get that.
Derek Chu, that's the video, the cover that I put up right before we went to the video. And then this is a super fun Tom Riley window shades variant. And the window shades are just fun.
They are. I mean, not all of them, but yeah, most of them are really fun.
Special order here. We have Unbreakable Red Sonja #3. And then we have Carlos Garanda's Rogue State #1, the third printing of Rogue State #1. Have you read Rogue State yet?
I have not. It's a book that I definitely want to read.
It's from Black Mask. It's on the third printing, so maybe you should read it.
That's why I definitely want to read. Well, not why. I shouldn't say that. The subject matter is something that I definitely want to read. So I will at some point. I just haven't had a chance to yet. Don't wait for me. Go ahead.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? #120. And he says, looks like our 3 wishes are up, gang.
I know there's been a lot of controversy about it. Give me a minute. I want to talk about something here. I'll put Scooby-Doo back up there so you're not looking at our logo. I know there's been a lot of controversy about the Velma show on HBO Max, I believe it is. And the ethnicity of Velma and Shaggy. I really wasn't expecting to like the show. Not knowing anything about it. I mean, I knew they were doing it. I knew Mindy Kaling was the one behind it. And that's about all I knew. And then I heard about the controversy. I'm like, well, people like to get upset about stupid things. So that's not surprising. So I watched it, not expecting to like it, a modern take on Velma, and making her the main character. It is, I can't cuss, can I? No. It is effing awesome. Okay. if you like the Harley Quinn animated series, which I also think is effing awesome, it is very much in tune with that. It is very, very not your mother and dad Scooby-Doo. Not at all. But it is I've only watched the first episode, I think, maybe 2 at the most. It's pre the Mystery Machine and them being all together as a team. In fact, Velma doesn't get along at all with Daphne. She is definitely, though, googly-eyed at Fred, and she and Shaggy are like brother and sister almost, without actually being related. So far, no Scooby-Doo, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But it is really, really effing good. I can't. You've got to give it a try. If you watch,
he has pontificated on Scooby-Doo enough.
On Velma. If you watch it,
Velma.
If you watch the first 2 episodes and you don't like it, come in here, tell Joetta Derek was wrong. It was absolute trash. I hated it. And you get, it's too easy to do, so you get 10% off whatever you're buying that day. But you've got to mean it.
Yeah, you have to
mean it.
You can't just say it just to get 10% off.
Yeah. Joetta will be the decider of whether you mean it or not. Anyway, it's really good. Do I get 10% off? No, because you don't count. You don't like Scooby-Doo. This woman doesn't like Scooby-Doo. So obviously her judgment is drastically impaired. Scooby-Doo, the best cartoon ever made. Yes.
Secret Invasion is on number 4.
Flintstones are fun. Jetsons are fun.
Yes.
Captain Caveman. All sorts of great things are fun.
Captain Caveman!
But Scooby-Doo is the best ever, all around.
ISIS.
I prefer the ISIS TV show, live action show, to the cartoon.
Okay. I don't think I ever saw the live action TV show of ISIS.
Oh, really?
I don't think I did.
Did you see I don't remember what it was called. It was I guess I don't know if it was Captain Marvel or Shazam. It's probably it had to be Shazam. Did you see the Shazam TV show, live action?
No.
No, really? It was around the same time. They crossed a little bit. I'm not saying either one were great. They're a 70s era superhero show. So
I loved ISIS.
Oh, I liked ISIS. I thought they were fun. ISIS. I mean, hell, I liked.
But I also liked the Wonder Woman TV show because, she spun around and ISIS would she go ISIS, and then she would turn into ISIS.
Like I said, you can't judge my taste here because I like the one that had Bigfoot on it. I don't remember which show that was.
It had Bigfoot on it?
It was somebody and Bigfoot. Yeah, I don't remember Jim Bob and Bigfoot or something like that. No, not that. That was from the 80s. That was the movie. No, this was a 70s TV show, also in the style of Shazam and ISIS. It was something and Bigfoot.
Well, we'll have to watch the ISIS TV show because I've never seen it. Space Job, number 1 from Dark Horse Comics.
After 5 long years of soul-crushing servitude as a chef's assistant, Danny Sheridan is getting his dream job in space as first officer aboard the SSS George H.W. Bush.
Just 2 S's.
Now, first thing I have to say, there's more description, but as a chef's assistant, I wonder if you should say chief's assistant because he's now the first officer on a spaceship. From a chef's assistant, that seems like a drastic job change. But anyway.
It does, but let me see.
But on his first day, he finds himself crashing back to reality. Nothing seems right. The crew is subpar. Something's going on, and First Officer Danny Sheridan is going to get to the bottom of it or die trying.
Yep, no, Danny's the guy who worked in the kitchen.
So he was a chef's assistant. Okay, then.
Yep.
How you then become the first officer on a spaceship, I don't quite follow.
Well, because something's going on.
Yeah.
Nothing seems right. The crew is subpar. Well, they made the chef's assistant.
This kind of tells me that, or I feel like this is taking the Orville and Avenue 5, which is a great series.
Oh, wow.
Starring Hugh Laurie
wonderful.
On HBO Max.
It's so funny. Thank you, Amy.
Yes, thank you, Amy, for recommending
ISIS.
that.
Yes, Miranda. You don't like ISIS? Did you like ISIS? I love the cartoon. We were talking about it.
It was a TV show from the 70s, back before you were even remotely thought of. But what was I saying? ISIS. So I feel like the Space Job, the guy who wrote it, like watched Orville and Avenue 5 and said, "Hey, I can do that." And
I'm going to read it. And now that I've read the description of it, I'm going to read it because that's fun. But Avenue 5, if you have not watched Avenue 5, you just need to watch it. I don't know what to say.
It is just whack.
Hysterically. Spawn is on issue number 338. And guess what? David Mack did a cover for Spawn as well. But I love that his background is his cape.
Mm-hmm.
That is just the coolest thing. I like David Mack's work too. John Romita Jr. did the cover for Amazing Spider-Man number 19. Worst date ever.
Does something say that somewhere?
Yes, that's what Black Cat
okay.
says.
Oh, I
First
can't say that she's saying.
date.
Where's she saying
ever.
something?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. It's hard to see in the little screens that we're looking at.
Planet of the Apes variant cover there.
No, not the terrorist group, ISIS. The superhero ISIS. She was a female counterpart to Shazam.
And there's also another one of these.
Didn't last very long.
You're another lucky winner of a practically priceless Marvel No Prize, which you'll find enclosed.
I don't know if she was created for the TV show or if the comic came first.
She was a Greek goddess, Isis.
Like I said, a female counterpart
Which is
to
why
Shazam.
why I was allowed to watch that cartoon. It's the only cartoon I was allowed to watch. Because it was a Greek goddess.
Which part of it made it okay? The goddess or the Greek?
The Greek. It was classical literature.
Oh, classical litture. Yes.
Amazing Spider-Man number 19, Disney 100. Yes, this is Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nowhere on the front cover does it tell you that. But that's what it is.
The odd issues of Amazing Spider-Man, starting with number. This is which?
This is the second one. So
this is number 19. So starting with number 17 and running through, I guess, 6 of them for the year. We'll have Marvel, Disney homage covers.
So fun.
And they're very fun. I don't understand, and I love that they're doing these. I just don't understand.
Mickey and friends were exposed to cosmic rays.
I just don't understand why they're all on Spider-Man instead of putting them on the books that they are like Fantastic Four. But anyway,
why would you do that? This is Terry Dotson's 1 in 25.
Could be because Spider-Man is their best-selling title right now, and that way it gets more out there for
possibly.
Is that it?
Yep.
I thought there were more covers.
Spy Superb is on number 2. What? You put them away already?
Oh, did I? Did it?
Yes.
Oh, hey, what do you know? I was talking about ISIS, and you're doing Spider-Man. Miranda's distracting me.
Excuses. I love the brown bag. Spy Superb is not safe.
It's definitely. Did you ever read number 1?
I did not.
I put this.
I
Okay,
need to.
So yell at me if you wish, and I'll take it off because it hasn't gone out yet. But I put this as one of your picks because after you read the description number 1, you added that to one of your picks, and I wasn't sure if you'd ever actually read number 1.
I hadn't read number 1.
So
no, number 2 is one of my picks. Okay.
Yes, I knew that was going to come. I started to say something. At least she hasn't so far, and I'm like, if I say that, then she'll do it. And of course, now she did it.
What?
That's for you, Miranda.
Stop.
What? I was scratching my nose. My nose itches. Well, you can't read that?
Yeah, so?
So? It's not my birthday anymore.
Keep it up, Miranda. Star Wars Darth Vader number 31. The Tambor Gambit.
One of many Star Wars books this week.
And we have Hidden Empire number 3. And we have the Stephen Cummings connecting variant, which is that the puzzle-esque thing that they had before. It was interesting. We have Star Wars High Republic number 5. And we have Star Wars Insider number 216. And guys, look how cute he is. It's a previews exclusive cover.
Groot is just the
So
funnest thing on the planet. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and when you're checking out, when you're leaving and making a new appointment, you can see the receptionist, that backside of the receptionist desk, and she was a middle-aged woman. I mean, that's probably in her late 30s, early 40s, and amongst all the stuff on her desk, she had 2 little Grokus.
Really?
I would not have expected from like looking at her when I first got there and was checking in. I would not have expected her to have little Grokus on her desk. I was very surprised
Grogu
by
is
that.
so cute.
He is. He's very cute.
It is the cutest little Star Wars Insider. But anyway. So Static is back, guys. This is one of the milestone 30 anniversary books. Static came back. That was one of their second book that they brought back when they brought back Milestones.
I was thinking it was their first,
Maybe
but I could be
third?
wrong.
I don't know.
I still
Anyway.
think it was their first. But
Maybe it was the first. But anyway, this is Shadows of Dakota, which is where he lives. I read it, loved it. It's really cool. I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You got more covers to show.
I do have more covers. I need to get on the ball here. This one is by Chase Conley. And this one is Oliver Koppel and Brad Anderson. That's the one we're getting because I like that one a lot. It is electric hands.
So Static is back. You didn't read that, right?
I did not.
Though Virgil and his friends might have been able to stop the government's off-the-books prison operations in Dakota, a powerful new threat lurks in the shadows. The mysterious Eben is cutting a bloody swath through the underworld on a single-minded quest to find his brother. Don't know where the word mysterious came from. Single and mysterious look very alike. Against this backdrop of exploding violence, innocent people are finding themselves in the crossfire. The breakout creative team of Nicholas Draper Ivy and Vita Ayala return to make Static's life. Return to make Static's life in Dakota City very complicated indeed. You've never felt shocks like these. So anyway,
I really enjoyed it.
And Mr. and Mrs. Vita, I apologize for bungling your last name.
Mr. and Mrs. Vita.
I don't know what.
Mr. Draper Ivy and Miss Ayala.
How do you know that's
Ayala?
How do you know that Vita?
Ayala.
How do you know that Vita either is or identifies as female? I don't know. That's why I said Mr. or Mrs.
Oh, Mr. or Mrs. You said Mr. and Mrs.?
No, I said or.
No, you didn't. And look, it's the 2023 sketchbook for Stormbreakers, the next generation of elite artists. That's right. Elena Casagrande, Nick Klein, Jan Bazalduda. How do you say her name?
I don't know. Keep going. We're coming up on
Chris
an hour.
Allen, Martin Suello, Lucas Wernick, Federico Vincentini, and CF that is the next generation of Stormbreakers.
Some of which are really awesome. Some of which can't draw their way out of a paper bag, in my opinion. I don't necessarily agree with all of these choices. I don't know who Chris Allen is, but I don't ever saw him seem dry walk in.
Stray Sheep #1 from Blood Moon Comics. If you roll that up, I can read it. From the artists of Cover the Dead with Lime comes a tale of psychological horror. Coulson has lost both the love of his life and his unborn child. With no reason to go on, he ponders if it's best to just end it all. That's when he receives a mysterious invitation to participate in a series of dangerous life or death underground games sponsored by the Mafia. With every round he plays, the risk to Coulson's life becomes greater, but so does his addiction to these deadly games. This sounds vaguely like a TV show, but I don't know. I haven't read it. Anyway, Stray Sheep #1. Sweetie Candy Vigilante #4. Guys, this is super fun. I read it. It's super fun. It's just fun. It's just fun. And she opens a sweetie shop. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Armageddon Game, The Alliance #4. All right, now we have a one-shot, which apparently he didn't get us a description of. It's called 12.
He did.
Oh, he did. Okay, good.
When did you come? Did you do Tales from Nottingham after Nottingham? Is that why it was so long ago? Okay. Revolutionary psychological horror. France, 1793. The French Revolution. Matthew Guillaume has been sentenced to die. Maybe the death of Duke Henri, his beautiful wife, was a crime of passion, or maybe it was a fiery conclusion to a conspiracy undermining the revolution, with the beloved Duke at its center. When his wife and child go missing, Matthew knows he will do whatever is necessary to get them back, including murder. The execution will be at noon. Let the countdown begin. So all I can tell you is that I like independent books. That is not from Dark Horse. That is from Blood Moon Comics. I like independent books, and this had a really interesting cover, which is why I ordered it. The description, I'm not so sure about. But anyway, I like the cover. I'm curious. Color me curious. Okay, thank you. What color is curious exactly?
I don't know. Two Graves. Have you read Two Graves yet?
I have not read
This
Two
is
Graves
another
yet.
one of those ones that you wanted to read.
After looking at it on our bathroom mirror for like ever, I was really curious, and then it came out, and I have not had a chance to read it.
And Ming Doyle did the variant cover.
Really, really fun, creepy cover there.
So now we have an interesting conundrum, because War Party #1 is on our shelf. However, this week we've got War Party #0, which is #0 of 7. And we have War Party #2, which is number 2 of 6. So, dun dun dun.
Based on the description that I read for because when Zero came out, I looked to see, think it was a new book, and realized, well, no, number 1's already out. And so the way the description for Zero made it read is that they intentionally wanted you to read number 1 first, and then kind of
Go back in time a
little bit to Zero. So I think it was on purpose that way, but that was really weird.
But why didn't they call this of 7? Why change this to of 6 and that one to of 7?
Well, is it said that on the cover? Or in diamond?
Of 6.
Okay.
Right there it says
I have well, like I said, it was of 6, and then they added another one to it. So they decided you needed the pre-story.
All right, it's time for the X-Men. Starting off with Bishop, War College number 1 from Marvel Comics. The all-new, all-great X-Men debut. Krakoa is an island paradise, and it's a vulnerable one. But not with Luke Bishop on the case. Armor Surge, Cam Long, Aurora Charles, Amass. These are his students. Their course objectives: get strong, defend the island, keep mutant kind safe. What does any of that have to do with an all-black X-Men team? Find out here. Celebrated TV writer Jay Hotham joins forces with artist Sean Damon Hill for a blockbuster brawl with the fate of all Krakoa at stake. And then we have Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants number 1. The first Sins of Sinister debut from writer Al Ewing. 10 years from now, Mars has been destroyed, and now Storm wants revenge. To get it, the new Brotherhood will battle their way through hell to seek the greatest secrets of the Sinister Age. But are they fighting to save the world or end it? And who is the man called Ironfire?
They didn't do a video trailer for Sins of Sinister specifically. For Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants specifically, but they did do one for the overall Sins of Sinister storyline. So let's take a look at that.
Is a wake-up call. We must be better in the future. We cannot act like we have. A useful monster is still a monster. Sinister is gone. Let us make a better, kinder Krakoa.
Do have Sins of Sinister number 1 on the shelf available as well,
which is essentially a one-shot to kick off the whole storyline. It's Age of Apocalypse esque, I should say, a bit more contained than that was. I'm kind of curious. I'm not a huge X fan, but I'm kind of curious.
And then we finish it off with X-Men Legends number 6. And apparently Derek forgot to put it in alphabetical order, but there were some notes here.
No, those aren't this week.
Oh, those are last week's?
We gotta stop doing them.
Oh, okay.
But you got stuff behind us.
Yes, I do. I also have some books. Let's do the books first. Tokyo Revengers 7-8.
It's a giant manga.
Ayakakashi Triangle. Sunday's Fun Day, Charlie Brown.
Peanuts collection there.
My Hero Academia is on number 33. And Naruto's Next Generation is on number 16. All right, so that leads us to that which is behind us. I'll start with the little one because he's easy to hold. Look, isn't he cute? It's Maru from Naruto. Then we have this really totally awesome pop. It's big. It's a Sentinel. They're big. And it's Wolverine. He's little. You see little tiny Wolverine? Totally awesome pop. But even more totally awesome is we got the chase. So we have the blacklight version of the Sentinel as well.
Which I can only imagine is super awesome in a Dayglow sort of way.
I meant to bring the light up with me and I forgot. But we have a blacklight here. If you want to see it lit up in the blacklight, just ask me when you come in tomorrow and we will pull out the blacklight pen and we'll light it up. But yeah, he is super cool.
Leave him there for now.
And that's it. How do we do? What are we at? An hour and 50. Look at that.
Hour and almost 10 minutes.
Oh, 8. I thought it said zeros. It was 8.
No, it's 8.
I was going to get excited. We had an hour and 56 minutes, 6 seconds. We did good. No.
Oh, and you wanted to end with this. So we're going to end with a tech video from the Carolina Game Summit.
Yes.
If you have any questions, just reach out, ask us. They're hoping to make Carolina Game Summit a regular thing here in downtown Wilson for the years to come. So the more support they get this first year, the more likely that is to happen. So we hope to see you all there.
And it's $25
Wake up call. We must be better.